The mystery.
The more vague you are about the depth and the darkness of the character, the more longevity the character has.
It's about his journey of coming out of this very painful situation and how the CBI sort of makes him feel like he has a family again.
Don't bother, I know. I feel the same way, nothing to be done.
So now when he really needs our help, we're letting him down.
I want to help him just as much as you do. Our orders state that we must stay away from this case.
I don't care what our orders say, it's not right.
We closed cases before he came, we'll close cases after he's gone.
The cases are not the point. It's not that we need him, he needs us.
Yeah, he needs us on a fool's errand. Renfrew's a con man. He doesn't know anything about Red John.
Suppose we found a connection.
And until he resolves that issue, it's very hard for him to be close to other people.
You looked kind of lonely. My friend and I were wondering if you'd like to join us.
Hi. I'm sorry, I'm married.
Well, because that involves a certain degree of forgetting and relinquishing the past, and he can't do that until he's done what he needs to do.
They do think Jane is darker than we suspect. But he hides it well.
I have a daughter, me, about your age, if I hadn't caused her death.
Yeah.
Out of arrogance, stupidity. I made an evil man very angry, and he killed them to teach me a lesson.
And I think that's part of the journey of Jane. He hides it because he has to.
Tell me the truth.
Truth. Darth Vader? Luke's father.
And has the potential to be able to lie and carry that off in a sort of a truthful way and use that to get the truth or to open people up or to disarm people.
Well, then it's always a slightly uncomfortable process approaching Jane because there's this knowledge that at any second he could call you out.
Okay, later tonight when Rigsby asks you to come back to his hotel room, say yes.
Excuse me?
I know you were planning on refusing him very curtly. First week on the job, you want to set a tone, no monkey business, but why not? Rigsby's an excellent lover, I'm sure.
He's always gonna try and get your goat and push your buttons.
I know what you're thinking. You're thinking my fiancée is a lot younger than me. I'll let you in a little secret. I was her college professor. Seduced her.
Okay, that's what I mean. Come on, stop it. I think that's part of his game. He enjoys that.
Your father's a football coach, yeah?
How do you know that?
It's obvious from your whole demeanor.
He's a kind of trickster hero, if you were talking about it in terms of, you know, the mythical archetypes. He's a Brer Rabbit type of hero, not a Thor, the god of thunder type of hero.
I drew a lot from the idea of my character was a fake psychic. So he was fraudulent, in essence, a con man. So I love con characters. I love the idea of a grift, pulling the wool over someone's eyes.
And I think Simon plays that to the full. You know, he has a charm and a playfulness in himself that feeds the vocabulary of that character.
I spent a lot of time on YouTube looking at mentalism.
What are you doing?
Grace is mentally telling me where she hid the van keys and getting a bit of a feel of not necessarily the tricks that they were doing, but more the way in which they presented the tricks. If I find them, I get to drive.
And quite often you've seen Jane using physical vocabulary to take your eye off what is actually going on.
Tell me with your mind only. A psychic is someone that has powers. A mentalist has honed, trained skills.
So now you're psychic.
Oh, no. This is all science. Anyone has the potential and the capacity to be a mentalist if they put their mind to it and study. It's more about observation and awareness and approaching things from a different perspective. He's got shotgun.
I think there's a lot of the showman about Patrick Jane, and I think it feeds into his previous life.
One of the challenges with making this show is that as Simon has become something of a mentalist himself, you know, you can't lie to him, you can't pull the wool over his eyes.
When you're in the middle of it on series television, it's coming at you at such a rate that unconsciously you do absorb certain elements of the character into your psyche.
He already was sharp and good at getting to the nub of things, but now, oof. He's scary.
That fire was a tragic accident. And you have no proof otherwise.
Well, someone out there doesn't need proof. Someone out there needs revenge. That's why he's terrified and shooting at cops. Well, you should be terrified. I hope you burn like a candle, you miserable son of a bitch.
So it can be a little unnerving, but I think it makes an interesting dramatic tension as well.
Now I have access to all your innermost thoughts.
I am right.
I'm serious.
But I don't think that Teresa believes he can read inside her mind. You know, they have a dance about it every now and again, but I don't think it's something that concerns her. I think she thinks it's sort of bubkiss.
So what am I thinking right now?
You're thinking I'm so glad Jane is joking around that he can't actually read my mind.
No.
Well, actually, yes, but not for the reason you think.
What reason do I think?
Never you mind.
My character works in a procedural world as an unprocedural character. He also works in a world where the thought processes are learnt through the hierarchy of the police system.
He's still here.
Not unless he's invisible, he's not Agent Jane.